Good job. It's spring again, which means lots of shedding, ponies needing their feet washed, and very eager for grass. So we're just going to play around and I'll go for a ride, but first I want to get her less hangry. She's not hungry, she just wants grass. Kind of like me with cookies, you know. That's why I brought out the carrot stick, because she can be quite rude with grass. So I'm just gonna try, like, every time she pulls for grass, I'm just gonna make her do some work. And I'm not gonna ask anything of her until she pulls for grass. She can eat when I say she can eat, but when she's pulling away from me, I don't like that very much. That's nice, get my new sweater off. Gross, didn't take long. There's only some rude things that I accept, and only because you're cute. You need to trim your feet. And it's windy out. Maybe we should move to the grass and you'll be more distracted by the grass then. What do you think? I just don't want to rut up the grass. It's still soft. So she already found the grass as soon as we started walking. So I'm just going to ask her to go. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Stella. Good girl. You need to pay attention. Good girl. Good job. Good. Good. I know you really want. Hey. Yeah, but you know. I don't like how flingy my carrot stick is. So I wish I had a flag instead of a whip. I don't want to be swinging a whip around. I just want to get her attention. Yes. But you'd probably be afraid of whips. Yeah, flags, I mean. You're so cute. I know you want grass, but you have to be respectful with it. You can't just pull down. Okay, there you go. There's some improvement. Let's go put the saddle on. Go. Come here. Good girl. You know, the only difference between a good horse and a bad horse is the trainer. That is the only difference. Past experience with trainers, handlers, whatever, that'll change their response to how you treat them, but your end result comes down to the trainer and your process too. If your process starts with breaking them out and getting all the bucks out of them, then that's not training, that's flooding and getting them to be submissive and shut down. And what's dangerous about a shutdown horse is that they eventually wake up. There'll be something that snaps them out of their shutdownness and they'll go back to being how they were when you first started breaking them. Or they'll just be too physically lame to buck you off. A lot of times that's what that means. A dead broke horse is usually a lame horse. The process is made a lot easier when you start your horse off right, when you are able to start them yourself without anybody else imprinting them, and they don't have any trauma, past experiences with bad handlers or trainers. It's made a lot easier. But I get told a lot that I have a really good horse and she's very special, and I know that But I also know that if she was in the hands of some trainers I've seen, she'd be just like their horses. Come on. Now let's do some pre-ride warm-ups. I'm just gonna do what I like to do, especially this time of year when she is feeling herself. And I don't have like a dry, safe place to warm her up. I don't want to rid up the pasture, and my arena is not rideable until it's able to be tilled, or dragged or whatever. So we're just gonna do it on our dirt road, which is a gravel road, but this time of year it's basically just dirt. So don't worry about it, it's fine. We're good. And I'm not just going to lunge her to death until she's tired and all of her energy is burnt out and she doesn't have any energy to buck me off. I'm going to make sure that she's not overstimulated or nervous, anxious. She's familiar with all the cues and able to stop playing with this Dwingo. Able to bring herself down from her nerves. If she gets overly stimulated or anxious, we just gotta make some tools that we can use while we're riding that are able to help us calm down. And we just practice this here. So, first thing I like to do is the crab walk. Now, crab walk is a very useful tool. It helps with teaching your horse how to bend and relax and connect with you and be soft in their head and body. And when a horse bends in their ribs, they're actually bending. They can't hold that much tension in their chest and their stomach area. When they bend, they have to release some, they're holding like air and tension in their chest. And when you bend them, they have to release that. And it causes them to relax and, chill out. Basically, is a key to helping them handle their anxiety. So stand here, throw the hand up, and then we add pressure to the back. Good. 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 Make sure that she knows that we're supposed to be working right now. Come on. Good. I'm gonna do this until I get a good bend and a lick and chew. Good. 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 Very nice. Good. That was nice. Good job. Now we'll make sure that our backup is in check. Basically, like before you fly an airplane, you gotta make sure all the lights and the buttons work. Pressure. No pressure. Pressure. Good. Good. Pressure. Very good. Very nice. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of lunging, but just to work on our lead changes, or directional changes, whatever you call those things. Okay. Good job. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Good. Good. Good job. Good job. That's very nice. Another thing I like to do, just to make sure that brakes work. Okay. Oh, back up. I stop and I back up. Oh, back up. Good. Very nice. Okay, so I think I'll now do those things on our back. First, I gotta tie up our lead rope and the reins. Guys, if you don't know this super easy, quick knot that is a lifesaver. I use it constantly. If you've been watching me for a little bit at all, you know that I use this knot basically every time I ride. Can you stop, please? If you want to know how to do it, I have a little tutorial on my TikTok. It's pinned to the top of my page, so it's really easy to find. And yeah, you should check it out, give it a try. Make sure that we have this thing figured out. Meh. You're distracted. Where's he? Good. Come here. Good. Good girl. Very nice. Very nice. I just want your head. I just want your head. You're getting distracted. You're getting distracted, horsey. Good. Okay. We're seeing stuff and we're not paying attention now. Just want the ear to pay attention to me. Horsey. Good. The reins go over the head and you look away. Put the reins over the head. Okay. Can I have your head? Paying attention now? Thank you. That's very good. Here. Let's try this side of the head. Good. Very nice. Try this side again. Quick tip for teaching your horse to bring their head to your knee. I don't recommend just grabbing their head and pulling it to your knee. Good girl. Because that's not training them anything other than making their head loose so that you can bring it to their knee. It's not making them think about you or what you're asking them. It's just pull your head to their knee and then release and then pull it again. And it's just teaching them to be soft in their head, but it's not actually teaching them to think about where they're bringing their head. So if you want your horse to be thinking about where they're bringing their head, you got to be patient with it and let them do the giving and don't be doing the pulling. You just light pressure and release as soon as they give. So let's start with light pressure on the reins. Good. You know, she's a little bit distracted, but good girl. Something down the road. Good girl. Very good. A couple more steps. There. That's really nice. That's really nice. That's what I was looking for. Now let's do some bending. Good girl. Good. That's really good. Good. Oh. Oh. Good. Back up. Good. A good backup makes a great stop. But if you can't back up your horse, you probably won't be able to stop them either. Good girl. Oh, now there's somebody walking down the road and you want to stare at them. That's great. Since you're being distracted, let's try some things. Good. We want those ears. Good. Get those ears down. There it is. There it is. Good. There's a lick at you. Yeah, but you're still tight. Good. 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 You're so good. Good job. I think it's good to have your horse run on a trail once in a while and to obviously keep them under control, because there will be situations when you're on a trail ride that your horse will start running. And if they have never ran on a trail before and they get too anxious, and that might be the reason why you don't like running them on a trail, because they get too anxious. So that kind of gives you more reason to want to train them to run on a trail, because if they're anxious, it's obviously something you need to work on. And so run them, calm them back down by bending them and doing light things, and then run them again and run them back and forth, so you're not just running one direction. Do it on your own without other horses, like on the trail with you, and then do it with other horses on the trail with you, running away from them and running to them. And also, if you've never ran your horse in the arena before, definitely start there and then work your way to the trails. But I think it's a very important and safe thing to teach your horse to how to run safely on the trails while being in control. And something that I've gotten quite a few comments on in like my YouTube shorts is that I shouldn't ride along a road or on a gravel road. People don't like that either. And I've also seen all those, Facebook posts where people are telling drivers how to be safe around horses and stuff. And I don't think people train their horses to traffic and vehicles safely and well, if they do at all. And they just expect that this Facebook post will be shared to every single driver ever out on the road, and that the drivers are responsible for their safety. But it's up to you. And if your horse is not ready and might spook by a car driving too fast and maybe too close to you, then I don't think you should be on the road. And you should take it slower and have a friend drive by in their vehicle slowly, and then a little bit faster and a little bit faster. And there's ways to train to traffic that are very safe. My hand is super shaky, I apologize. If there's a spot where you can go where you can have your horse graze near, not even next to, but near a highway where they can hear traffic and horns and loud vehicles, whatever, trucks and stuff, and then you start slowly getting closer. We have this highway here that I train my horses on. And there are very big ditches that I like to put the horse down in first, and I make sure it's very, very, very important then when you're training the horses to traffic that you always go into the ditch, you turn around and you watch the vehicle go by completely, and make sure that your horse is aware of the vehicle. And if you are feeling the horse getting tight and nervous, then get off, because it is a very, very dangerous situation to have a spooky horse next to a road where there's traffic going by. And a lot of times drivers are really stupid, and a Facebook post telling people to be cautious is only going to make them want to be more reckless. I've had a lot of people honk their horn very loudly and just do very stupid things that if you were riding a green horse would freak them out. I've even had people seems like they almost speed up or swerve towards you or whatever, like those kind of things. I have also, during the winter, there is not a lot of places to ride besides the roads, because we get really deep snow usually and lots of snowbanks, so we can't go trail riding because it's just way too deep. So my only places to ride are on the road, and it's very sketchy. And I don't like doing it. That's why I don't ride very much in the winter. Obviously the roads are icy, and then you get big snowbanks, so you can't really get off the road. This dirt road, there's very, very little traffic, so I'm not worried about that. I'd ride on here perfectly fine. I do get a little bit nervous when there's UPS truck or school bus or something, because those are a bit scarier. And the reason Stella has issues with that is because of a story that I have that happened. It was a little bit traumatic for both of us. And I was riding in early spring, so there was still really big snowbanks and the roads were really slushy. And Stella was doing really good. I took her out for a ride. I rode her down the road to my sister's, and then she was doing really good. I was really proud of her. She wasn't nervous at all. And on the way back, I saw sirens coming at us, and I was like, oh boy, I wasn't close enough. I was on this road, and I wasn't close enough to this road to duck into here. So I immediately got off and asked Stella to go into the snowbank. It was very deep. I was hoping that she would just jump into it, because sometimes she does. When I started asking her to, well, for one, she immediately felt my nerves and was looking around for what was scary. And she went into the snowbank, but immediately saw the blinking, flashing lights coming at her and was just getting more and more nervous. She didn't want to go into the snowbank after that, and she just wanted to stand on the road and be aware and alert so that if she needed to, she could duck. This ambulance went flying by us, slush slipping at us. They did not go over to the other lane at all. They were on the lane right next to us, and their sirens blaring. And I was on the ground at this point, because I knew that I needed to be safe, and I was very, very scared of the situation that I was in. And my best chance of, you know, things going smoothly was being on the ground and being able to keep things from going south. But Stella pulled away from me after dragging me for a while and just took off to home. And I had to do the walk of shame home, and I was shaking with nerves, and I was kind of annoyed at the ambulance because I felt like if well, they could have almost caused another reason to need another ambulance, if you know what I'm saying. Obviously, I wish that the ambulance had been a little bit more cautious around us, but you know, there's only so much you can do, and it was a very scary situation, and I feel like Stella has kind of been traumatized by that and is more aware and a little bit more jumpy at vehicles than she was before that. That happened like 5 years ago or something, I don't remember. I stopped riding on this road during the winter after that. So yeah, you can't really prepare yourself for that kind of situation other than just avoid it completely. But I do think that you cannot expect all drivers to be cautious and careful around you, and it's up to you to keep the situation safe. And if you don't feel like your horse will handle a fast vehicle zipping by you, then you probably should take more precautions. Definitely don't want to be dragged and left on your own on the side of the road and have to do the walk of shame back to your house. Yeah, so that's my story. Stella's been super good this ride. She's much better than she was when I rode her last time, which was a couple days ago. She was good then too, but she's usually a little bit anxious to get home and a little bit less anxious to leave home. But today she was super easy to leave, and would rather eat grass than go home. By doing those types of warm-ups that I did, you can't expect immediate results and be like, oh, I did those warm-ups, I should have a perfect ride now. It's about consistency and keeping it going. You don't just do them before leaving. If any situation arises, you apply those same tools and methods while you're riding, or you get off and you do those things too. So you never have a situation get out of control or over their threshold, and you try to create the best time possible, and you make sure that they get a treat reward at the end of your ride, well, I mean, when you get to your destination, so that they're eager to get there. It's not all about having to leave their pasture mates and go out on their own, and that's no fun. So make sure that you give them a good time and give them a reason to want to go for a ride with you. That's my TED Talk. Look, Mom, no hands. Put her in auto drive. We're rocking a little fast, but all I have to do is just point her to the grass, and then we slow down. Stella, don't make me look stupid. Oh, look, our brakes work. Also, I'm using a new lens filter on my camera, thanks to my boyfriend who got me a bunch of accessories for my new camera for my birthday yesterday. I have now officially reached the quarter mark. So yes, what do we think of this new filter? Obviously, it's hard to tell without taking them on and off, but I don't want to take it off right now. So I'll just have to tell you if it's better or not. Trumpets, what are you doing in my trailer? How you even get in there? There's literally a cat inside my trailer. How you get in there? I have no idea. I really need to take out the other horses. Blaze really needs some attention, but I'm just so tired and I want to go eat leftover birthday cake. So that's what I'm gonna do. Need to go see. So many brushes. I am gonna go eat birthday cake now. So you can go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I post new videos every single Sunday here on my YouTube channel. So go ahead and subscribe, like this video because it helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys next week, Sunday. Okay, bye.